Now let's look at another container in Python called sets. A set is a collection of unique items, meaning that if you have duplicate items, they will be removed using the set function. All right. In addition, a set is just an unordered data structure that is iterable and mutable. So to define a set, we use the curly brackets or the built-in set function, represented like this: set and opening and closing parentheses, to show that it's a function. Then we insert items separated by comma. So here's an example of creating an empty set. So here we could just run that. We just created an empty set using this set function. Now, the second example here, we're going to create a set with items. Notice here, we're going to use the curly brackets. Okay, and then we insert 4 items. So these 4 items are going to be of string type, right? Denoted by a single quotation mark separated by a comma. So then we print that out. So you can see here, these are curly brackets, and we have 4 items. We can also create a set from a list. So the first line of code here, remember we use square brackets, and then we insert numerical values separated by a comma. And here you can notice we have replication here, duplication. We have 2 here and we have 2 here. We have 3 here and we have 3 here. So using the set function, we pass this list that we created over here as an argument. So what this set will do will remove the duplicate items. So essentially here, when we print it out, notice how the 2 is unique, right? We've removed the duplicates, 3 and 3. In fact, a practical example of using set is that you can use it to remove duplicate items. You can also remove it from a tuple. A tuple, of course, we create using a parenthesis. As again, you can see here, we have different values here, numeric values or integers. And also we have, replicating values. So we pass this tuple as an argument in a set function. We print that out and we get the same result. Because you can see here, this is exactly the same as this. All right. So in all of this, the observation here is that sets actually do remove duplicate elements. Now let's look at additional methods, right? So set methods that you can use, we have add, clear, copy, difference, in a section, and so on and so forth, pop and remove. So let's look at some examples of how to use this. So for example, here we create a set containing 3 items: apple, banana, and orange. We save it into an object or variable called fruits. So suppose we want to add an item, another fruit, for example. We're going to use this add function to add an element to the set. It's very simple. So we just reference the object set here, and then use the dot notation to access this command here, this function called add. Then we pass now a string value that we want to insert into this fruits. So we do that, run that, and you can see now it's inserted at the end. So remember, a set is an unordered list, so it doesn't matter the arrangement or the order here. Same thing here. So let's say we wanted to remove this value here, or we remove banana. So we just simply use the remove function here, and we specify what item we want to remove. In our case, you want to remove banana. So we run that, and we can see now, a new set here, we don't have a banana, or rather banana is missing. Again, we can check if an item is in a set using this in, okay, in. So for example, in the first print statement here, so we're just asking Python to check for us, does apple appear in our set? So we just use in our set here, fruits. Remember, the fruits here contain this. So if it so happens that it exists, then we'll just return a Boolean or logic value, true Boolean. It can either be true or false. So again, you can see here, pair doesn't exist here. So you can even try pineapple, and the same thing will be false. Other set operations that you can use, for example, here, let's perform some set operations. So let's create a new basket of fruits. Here we have grape, mango, and kiwi. Okay, and we can print it out just to see how it looks like. So we do that, and we've created a set here containing 3 items: mango, grape, and kiwi. Again here, let's just print this one out just to show us the previous set had apple, mango, and orange. So suppose here we want to join, okay, using a union command. So if we go back here, I don't know if we had that one here. Okay, it's just in a section. So the union here will just combine everything. So here we're just saying fruits.union, and then we specify what we want to combine. So we'll just combine both of these sets together like this. So you can see it just includes all the items from the first set and the second set. So it's more like a full union. In a section here, we just want to check for, do we have a similar item in both? If yes, then we'll return that. So in our case here, in a section, we'll return that. In fact, we have that method here. So in a section here, returns a set, the intersection of two or more sets. So that item has been returned here. And then lastly here, we can use the difference here. The difference function here just is a method to find the elements that are in set 1 and not in set 2. So if we go to both of the sets here, so essentially what we want to do here is to figure out, okay, so in our case here, we want to check what is in this set that is not in this set. Okay, so we can see here, mango is in both sets. So we're going to return only those that appear in this set, apple and orange. So that's exactly what's happening here. Fruits, dot notation difference, fruits 2. And that's why we have orange and apple. Okay. So, and then lastly here, let's see a practical example of how to find a unique number. So suppose we have a list of numbers, right? We can use the set function to remove the duplicates. I think we've already seen this. And that's what we have. And that wraps up about sets, a very popular, another container used in Python.